Just read this morning that Texas farmers are closing down because they can't find laborers to work their fields. Are you telling me white people can't, won't work in the fields? Hey, all of you who thought they were taking your jobs, accepting applications now.
There's a massive crisis going on all across North America today that a lot of people aren't really talking about. And that is the fact that there's a really big shortage of farmers all across North America, right? Because so many of these farmers are boomers who are slowly but surely retiring. And so many people in my generation don't really want to step up, get their hands dirty, enroll into these agricultural practices and, become a farmer. And I think we all know why this is such a problem, right, for our food chain, for our food supply. But what's really interesting, and it's kind of ironic, is that so many of these people in my generation, including myself, are learning so much about how to eat healthy, how to eat locally, learning about the food matrix, whatever it may be, but yet these same people aren't willing to actually lend a helping hand and, learn more about agricultural practices. So I feel like they're saying, everyone wants a village, but nobody wants to be a villager. That saying cannot ring more true, especially for my generation. And I think the first step is to at least educate ourselves on this, and maybe then, talking to our local farmers and really getting more involved.
This is breaking news. Texas farmers are sounding the alarm on this tariff war. And in more breaking news, nobody cares. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me or maybe it's some of you too, but as far as farmers sounding the alarm, I don't care. I have to admit, I don't care at all, because the last time Donald Trump was president, 100,000 farmers across the country lost their farms. Yeah. So overwhelmingly, farmers voted for this man again, knowing full well of his history the last time he was president. So from me to you, farmers, I don't care. I don't care how bad things get for you. I don't care if you lose your farm. I don't care if I don't care. At least I don't care to hear about it. I really don't. Because this is exactly what you voted for. And you're going to get what you voted for. You're going to get 4 more years of Donald Trump not giving a damn about farmers whatsoever. So, enjoy.
So the people who say no handouts just lined up for a handout. Now tell me why farmers in Arkansas are standing outside with their hands out again, begging Uncle Sam for money. See, when it's regular people struggling, rent too high, groceries too ridiculous, can't afford health care, the answer is always from these people: stop complaining, stop asking for handouts, and pull yourself up by your bootstrap. Farmers in Arkansas are crying out to the feds for stimulus money like it's open mic night. And look, I get it, because times are hard everywhere. When you plant your crops, raise your cattle, take on the risks of farming, wasn't that a personal business decision? So why is it on me and you to make sure that that decision keeps paying out? Because see, when you and I make bad decisions, government doesn't cut us a check to make it right for us. Now, let's connect the dots here a little bit. These are the same people voting for the same politicians who say government is the problem. Yet as soon as the tractors stop running and their profits dry up, government magically turns into a solution for them. Ain't that funny and ironic? The question is, do we owe farmers any help? Or do they need to practice what they preach? Figure it out. Tighten that belt. Leave taxpayers.
People are really disappointed in this administration and what they thought they were voting for. The way that tariffs were enacted in such a swinging way didn't really allow people to plan. Farmers are planning months in advance for their crop season, and I think the impact reciprocal tariffs had on farmers here has been pretty astronomical. And it's not just soybean farmers, which is a billion-dollar industry here, but we're also the biggest producers of cranberries in the country. So it's really hit people in a variety of ways. I would also say the war in Iran, which is, this administration campaigned on no more wars, right? And involved us in an entanglement that has increased diesel prices, increased the price of fertilizer.
So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And you are welcome to the channel. So guys, it's happening again, and I'm here seated, I'm asking myself, did they know? Of course they knew, but they were just ignoring. So farmers in the US, again, they're at it because they can't find laborers. And why am I using the word laborers? I'm using the word laborers because the Black community has been deemed to that for centuries, and nobody is talking about it. So we both know what has happened for the better part in the US the beginning of 2026 until now. Let's talk about the ICE trying to force people to get out, even the people who had legal documents that was showing that they're part of the United States of America. Everyone was being forced to just leave, to just go. And some people also took initiative and they just left. So we know that mostly the Black people worked in the farms, and the white community, they were like, the Black people are here, they're taking our jobs. The same thing that is happening in the South Africa right now. Yeah. They're here, they're taking our jobs. We want them to go back to their countries. And I'm like, are you going to tell somebody who has lived in the US for the past 50 years of their life to go back to which country? Like where? These people have been born there, and literally everything that you have in that country has largely been contributed by the slaves. And when I'm talking about the slaves, you all know where these people used to source the slaves. That is Africa. That is the Black communities, you know? So right now, people are raged. They're behaving as if they never anticipated this. They don't have workers because they are used to Black people giving labor. And sometimes it was like for peanuts, like very little money, you know? So right now, they're acting like they never saw it coming, because if you really valued what the Black community was offering to you, first of all, and the person who you voted for is the one who instructed the ICE, you know what? I want the massive, massive, massive raid of each and every other person you think that could leave the country. And yes, they left. Some of them resigned. And right now, they don't want your work. They don't want to work for you. So you guys are really agitated because the Black community has waken up and they are empowered, and they know they can go to school, they can get better jobs. Like, come on, I'm not saying that agriculture is something that is bad. It's not a bad work. Actually, we get food from agriculture, but you can tell the amount of work that you need to put in. Black people used to do that, and in the ancient, you know, they used to do that even for free, and they were being mistreated as well. So right now, farmers in the US, they cannot get over it. They're advertising these works, and nobody, literally nobody, is even applying. Even the white people, even the white communities, they're not interested. They're not applying for those jobs. Because you know what? You've taught them that this is a dirty job. It's only meant to be done by a Black person. Yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Yvonne, and you are welcome to being part of my online family. I really, really appreciate, especially for my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. Let me know what you think about this issue on the comment below. Is it even fair? Is it something that we should even be talking about right now? Because that is a joke. So right now, you're all yelling on the internet that the Black community do not want to come and work on your farms. Yes, they will not come. Until next time.